Um, hmm. I think I'm gonna go back to Bird's Nest. I appreciate you though. That was awkward. It's much better than like in my vehicle. Oh man, I love the sound of this waste, dude. The problem is I'm trying to smoke a cigarette at the same time at the moment. So, give me a sec. Well, that was a fail, kinda. I'm not gonna lie. Um, just a sec. Completely didn't even realise it. There we go. Oh no, I was hoping I could, I should be able to do that corner, that's... I don't even know why I attempted to do that for. That was kind of daft. Oh, I've done it the 50 sign over. I'm gonna have to do something about that corner. Oh, no, 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 no. Nothing happened here. Still don't feel like that was good enough. Thought I'd go a bit over the top there. It kind of seemed like a good idea at the time. This is kind of where I find it hard to tandem drift on the game because Excuse me. Mm. Oh no 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 no. I mean, I don't really know what to do at the moment. I'm kinda... Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up, dude? Probably, yeah. I'd imagine it's maybe like 11 p.m. for you right now, is it? Maybe around about... That's what kills me about that whole part of the continent. Like, America has like a time difference of maybe 3 to 5 hours, I think. You know, with the UK, it's just easy. Like, you know, when you know where you are in America, is yeah, everyone in the world knows what time it is in the UK. But I get so messed up. I do. Like, some of my friends are like 5 hours behind, and others are. 3 hours behind. Well, yeah, that's. Oh, something I was told about my mate. My mate told me yesterday something to do with east to west coast or something, where the sun comes up and goes down, or some shit to do with that. I'm um, I'm no good with geography. I'm not so. Yeah, like in the UK, you have to leave the whole of the UK, like maybe go into France, and then you're just one hour ahead. That's it. I mean, it's a completely huge place. Like I think like Texas is bigger than the whole of the UK, apparently, isn't it? Apparently Texas is really big. I mean, I don't know. I still shit with geography. The only thing I know in America at the moment is that Yellowstone Park because yeah, I don't think some people like take it as serious as well because it's such a pretty place to see on the eyeball. But it's like a super volcano ready, and it it's got like a sick stomach at the moment, and it's going all bubbly and shit. And I've read about stuff from scientists saying that this is kind of like overdue an eruption because when it's supposed to happen like once every 10,000 years, and there's small parts of it that are starting to really get hot. I mean, like there's trees and vegetation in like the radius of like a football field, which is just like dying randomly, and temperatures are getting hot as fuck, dude. And I'm shitting myself. I am. Americans are crazy as fuck. They don't give a fuck. They just like, yeah, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna build a house in Tornado Alley, made out of wood. Yeah. In fact, I'll stick a super plutonium rod inside the volcano and I'll use it as a source of power. It sounds a bit crazy, but I've been told that they're trying to figure out ways that they could actually do that as well. Put a temperature, sorry, like a pressure valve into Yellowstone somewhere and kind of, um, control the pressure inside, and you could use like the heat from underneath Yellowstone to kind of like an advantage for a source of power. Basically, what they were saying, they could basically use Yellowstone. They're hoping as some kind of source of power for like most of America for the rest of his life, free energy from like a super volcano. Can you imagine that, man? They're gonna have to be like It's gonna have to be like 9,000 psychopaths working to help build that because they're gonna have to be completely ruthless, not giving a shit people. Yeah, but they would have to be shipped from like Alcatraz, like the life. Or is that what it's? No, it's not Alcatraz. It's from Harry Potter, man, isn't it? No, that's right. Alcatraz. I know. I got it right. Azkaban is Harry Potter. Damn, I thought I messed up big time, man. Al- Alcatraz is that place across the sea, man, and there's only one way in and one way out, like one road in and one road out, unless you wanna kind of swim through shark-infested seas, which not too fond of sharks to be honest. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't be one of those workers going to Yellowstone. I wouldn't. I want to be like at least 1,000 miles away from it in the opposite direction anyway. Right. Oh, it depends what direction, to be honest, my dude, as well, because I think obviously we have like the Gulf Stream in the sky and stuff, and that could probably send pockets of clouds maybe across the planet somewhere. See, I would like to be good at geography a little bit, to be honest, man, because I think people who are good at stuff like that should know about the Gulf Stream. People were even gonna like, I don't know if I wouldn't mind a job with one of those people who put kites into the sky, and then they reel the kites in and out then, and as they're reeling them in and out using the Gulf Stream, which is that's so high these kites go up on like a steel wire, they can create like unlimited energy just from playing with kites. And I kind of thought that was cool. I want to go out and it could be dangerous. So can you imagine like a plane in the sky, for instance, having to fly through a string of wires with like kites on the end of them? Yeah, I do quite like stuff like that, though, man. But I've been this like where people get houses in Toledo Alley and stuff, and this out the wood. It's obviously due to that because like it'd be a lot cheaper to repair, wouldn't it? Like fixing like panels if a tornado did happen. Because I watched this documentary the other day, right, dude, and it was an actual news, live news. It was, and they was documenting. Give me a sec. They was documenting multiple tornadoes happening in America all at the same time. And these weren't just like shitty tornadoes. Some of them had like two funnels coming off them. You know, they were like fucking twin tornadoes, and another tornado looked like it was like a third of a mile long. You know, and some of the tornadoes here, dude, are crazy as fuck. And the amount of damage a good tornado can do, and I've seen it on like cameras live from the broadcast, you know, and it's nasty, dude. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure how that Japan shit is going now, because I even watched a documentary about that. I did. I wanted to know how poisonous the place actually is, you know. And this guy that went there, he actually went there with his group of like scientists. They didn't actually have no authority to go anywhere close to. They have like a small harbour where they've built there now, which is like 3 layers wide. So they've got the one harbour to keep out any toxic shit from going out. Then they've got a second one built around that, and a third one built around just like added filters. And the fish, I'd say about 400 meters away from there, are being tested by these scientists, and apparently they're still fit for human consumption. They're well within the limit of radioactive. This was a documentary about 4 years ago, maybe, I'd say, you know. It was quite a while ago, so it's not recent. And they said even though it is fit for human consumption, it is still 1,000 times worse, or 1,000 times more toxic than what it used to be. Which leads me to believe that the waters here probably used to be quite clean at some point. Um, but apparently the fish there is still fit for human consumption. The fish, like if you eat from around Fukushima, apparently won't give you an extra finger and 7 thumbs. So yeah, all of a sudden you've got an elbow growing out of your head. Like, what? Turns into a stump with an arm and a little hand on it, like that guy out the Scary Movie 2. Grab my strong hand. That is weird. Can you imagine if someone walked past you one day and waved at you with an arm on their forehead? I'd, I'd, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably try and blink my eyes and try and wake up out of a dream and stuff. It annoys me sometimes, like when you're in a very good dream and you're about to have like a really good meal or something could happen. Um, all of a sudden you wake up and it completely spoils your whole dream. But then when you're in like a nightmare, you're being chased by Freddy and his 5 fingers, ready to do some naughty stuff to your rear end. You try to blink, you try to do everything, you try to drown yourself, and you can't even wake up. You almost kill yourself by drowning. Like, what the fuck? Just let me wake up, like. Um, those kind of dreams. It kind of happens to me often. I don't know how to wake myself up in a dream, but then when I'm having a good dream, I kind of wake up instantly. A few days ago, right, yeah, I had a dream that I was going out with this girl and we was like all loved up and shit. And we went to this shop to get some chicken wings and fries, right? And she went in to get some, yeah. And she come out, right, dude, and I ate mine within like 10 minutes. I did, like, just ate them very fast, and I had a look. She still had a full box full. I was like, "You cheeky fucking bitch!" I was going, I was going off my nut because she bought my favourite food in the world, and she only gave me like a quarter of the box, and I can remember thinking in my dream, "You don't fucking love me, you don't." Right? And not long after that, I woke up, dude, and I think I did anyway. It was really weird, that dream was, but I woke up after that dream and I was still pissed off at whoever this chick was. I can't even remember what her face looked like. Yeah, she ate my chicken wings. She did, dude, and I weren't happy about it. I wanted to like get rid of her. Don't ever call me again. I wouldn't be like that in real life. I don't know why I was like it in my dream for, dude, to be honest. I do have some really fucked up dreams, I do, but I'm not gonna lie. No, I kind of take medication. It doesn't help with it. When you have dreams off, yeah, it makes your dreams a lot more vivid. Like, makes your dreams feel real as well. It's really weird. They could just be small, random, pointless, useless dreams, but you feel like you're in there and you. Oh, that. Do you know what? Things like that freak me out, dude, because I know because I know how the sheer size of space, right? If I ever had a dream where I was randomly out in space like that, that'd probably put me into, I need to wake up now or I'm going into heart attack mode within the next few minutes. Thing is, dude, you've seen the size of that black hole that that woman managed to take a picture of or puzzle the pieces together. The M82. Yeah, it kind of looks like the end of Snoop Dogg's joint being lit up. And that black hole, right, dude, the reason why we see that ring around it like that is because that's the galaxy. It's eating the whole of the galaxy, dude. You know, like our galaxy now, the Milky Way, is 100,000 light years in diameter, roughly, um, which is fairly big. You know, it's take a while to travel. But the black hole in the galaxy that they took a picture of is 60,000 light years in diameter. So it's like 60% of all of our galaxy combined, which I think is ridiculous. If they put that black hole in the center of our galaxy, it'd eat us all alive. There wouldn't be no life left there. Like, I don't know what's going on with Sagittarius down there. I mean, yeah, they think that we got Sagittarius holding us together, don't they? I don't know what would happen if it weren't holding us together. Would we just spread apart wider and maybe our galaxy would be a bit bigger? Why don't Sagittarius fuck off and let us grow? Yeah, it is. Yes, I think all of them are really, isn't it? And it's mad to think like we're just one of many millions of galaxies out there. Like there's some galaxies out there which they know there ain't no life on, 'cause apparently they're supposed to be just complete and utter toxic galaxies. There's enough toxic people on this planet. I don't want to go to a toxic galaxy. Yeah, I can't stand it, dude. I just tend to ignore them people, or if anything says anything bad to me, I just ignore it. This game can get you banned off PlayStation. And people will provoke you and they'll just wind you up, and people can say stuff that make people snap, and then you end up using some kind of abuse towards them, you know, and that's all you have to do is click report on there then, and it goes straight it goes as a report straight to PlayStation Network. Yeah, I mean it's not so bad. Like what I would usually do is if I got something to say, I go and say it to somebody instead of writing it in a message to him. It's when it's in a message, it's when it can be screenshotted and used, like, you know, or even all the messages, you know, or everything that's written in part, and they can see all that anyway. They can, it probably comes through their computers somewhere where they can just click onto a setting on their computer and look what everyone's saying and do all lobbies. Yeah, yeah. They just probably look into it after reports, don't they? Someone sends them a report of that, and then they can. It's like PlayStation Network. If you report a message that someone sent you, like abuse, they kind of look at the whole conversation. They do, you know. So they look at what led up to that anyway, and if there's anyone else using any bad you know, things that are against the terms and conditions of PlayStation service. I fucking hate them. I mean, that's strong, that is, because I love my PlayStation. But I had another account, I did, and I got into an argument with one of my closest friends, and because he was just extremely slow. He was kind of slower than me, dude, you know. So basically, I was messaging him like 3 messages to everyone that he was sending me, and he reported my messages, and I got banned for suspended for a month. I did, for spam or harassment. Right, dude. And I thought, oh my god, man, you're supposed to be like my fucking best friend, you know, and you reported me. What an absolute tool. And the reason why he did report me is because prior to that, he knew that I hadn't long come off a week suspension because I actually got into an argument with someone on Gran Turismo. And you can't even call someone like a fool or a loner or anything like that's direct abuse or indirect abuse towards another player. You can't, because that's what that must have been. But for my first one anyway. Second one was arguing with my friend, and after I come back after a month, I was just happy to get back onto my Gran Turismo account so I could get back into my GTR, jump onto Tokyo Express and do some drags, you know. Didn't associate with anyone, didn't talk to people, never mind argue with anyone, you know. I didn't even talk to people. No one really associated with me either, you know. I just that, like. And it was about less than a week later, dude. I got permanently suspended. Less than a week later, I got permanently suspended, and that was the only time I played on Gran Turismo, because I started playing on like my other games, like my Grand Theft Auto. I had complete everything on Grand Theft Auto. I did, dude, you know, up till the flying DeLorean, and that's the what? I'm not sure what it's called. I have no idea what it's called. Yeah, yeah. Um, that annoyed me just because I had loads of money on that, and Crossout. I used to play Crossout quite a lot on that account as well. You know, I had everything on Crossout. I was so kitted to the point where I was going in and doing the hard challenges, the weekly challenges first, and then getting my purple piece of kit. And there's actually quite a lot of money in the purple stuff, you know. And I lost everything on it. I lost about $500 worth of stuff, and that devastated me on its own. And they said that I was using direct or indirect abuse towards someone on Gran Turismo. Again, there's a reason why I got permanently suspended. I thought, well, that's weird, because I haven't associated with anyone on Gran Turismo. I haven't spoke to anyone at all. Not even joined a party with my friends, you know. And I called them up. I did. I wanted to know what was going on. I wanted to see the reason why I got suspended. I wanted to see proof. I wanted to see fucking evidence, photo evidence. Like, send me the picture, the picture of what I said to anyone that got, and they couldn't. Something to do with the Data Protection Act. Well, you're gonna fucking protect data from myself, like my own data. That's like protecting me from me. What am I gonna do? Stab myself in the head if I find out it was me? Fucking crazy, like. And they wouldn't send it to me, dude. Anyway, I couldn't get. That's all the guy would tell me, was using indirect or direct abuse towards someone on Gran Turismo Sport. And I thought, well, that's impossible, that is, and I wanted to see it, and they wouldn't give me the evidence, so I got angry anyway, and I just kind of bit my lip and put the phone down, because don't want them to take my other account as well. It's a good thing. You see, yeah, it's a good thing the account that got permanently suspended was my secondary account, so it was one that I had made up um, to go to PS4, basically. But this one I got is from the PS3, so it's been around a bit longer. I mean, I don't mind now that this is gone. Now it is, there's nothing I can do about it now. It's been like over a year, but I didn't indirect or I didn't even talk to anyone on Gran Turismo within the few days that I was back online. Um, only thing I can think of is my welcome my welcome note when I used to come into a lobby used to be tarmac terrorist, and that's just, yeah, it's just kind of like because I drift, that is, it's kind of like terrorizing the tarp, like it's just a drift thing, that is. And I've had that saying all the way through, like even on my PlayStation 3. If you have a look at this account on a PlayStation 3 now, it'll tell you on there, it will, on the little about me, you can put in like a little speech or whatever, and it just says it's always been tarmac terrorist, or even from Gran Turismo 5, and it's never been an issue. So like maybe that did offend someone, I don't know, but it's not aimed to offend anyone. That's just describing me. That is, like, that's what I am, kind of thing. Hmm. And my Evo's my absolute favourite, dude, because it makes loads of noises with a wastegate, so it sounds loud with a turbo. And in the 9010 setup that I use, I can still lose control and oversteer. I can on a corner, you know. It's not impossible to oversteer the car. I've turned everything down as low as it can go on the front end, so it is. What is it? It's got like 640 brake horsepower, I think. So it's probably using less than 64 brake horsepower to the front wheels, but that's only when I change into another gear. That is. Um, when it changes into another gear, it's just that initial torque of them front wheels going with the 60 odd brake horsepower that it has. It's not enough to help it enough, dude. The gears going up. I mean, in this car though, it is very forgiving instead of a rear wheel drive car, for instance, because you can, by going up the gears, you can kind of use it to your advantage. And if you feel like your rear end is going a bit too much, you can just change it up a gear, and the front wheels will kind of pull you out from going on the inside of the track too much. Not all of the cars are like that though. I've tried to do it with the Mustang Group B, and that's nice, but yeah, yeah. Um, um, well, it's kind of weird because the other day I was doing a stream on Gran Turismo, and I had like 9 people watching one of my streams, and I thought, well, that's weird because that's quite a lot. That is, I never have, like, I don't even stream like all day. Usually I come on, I do my daily mileage, get my free vehicle, then I stop streaming. Give me a sec. Oh, damn. Just gonna invite my mate Spraggin in a minute, I'm dude. It's my cousin, he is. I talk to him every day, I do. Nah, yeah, yeah. Was it? What day is it now? Is it? Oh, yep, school day. Yeah, he's probably getting his. There we go. What's happening then? Ah, lovely fucking day out there today, but. Yeah, I literally just met Lemon Pocky like 10 minutes ago. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know whether to stay on this circuit or go on to another circuit, and I don't want to risk it. I'm already on Suzuka. I hate it when people go into drift mode and then they use only Suzuka East Coast. That 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 you might as well go and drift on like that track is that's just one big ring. The the speedway. You know, I don't mind drifting around that one, but it's actually kind of hard to drift around it, to be honest. When you go around that banked corner and your car kind of grips, even in a yeah, yeah. I wrote this, the Ferrari 330P4, I think, or 330P-4, or whatever that 1967 vehicle is called. That's actually really, really good for drifting. Yeah. Well, I haven't even got a drift set up. I have no idea how to tune a car for drifting. In fact, I'm quite terrible at tuning cars full stop. I don't understand the frequency, to be honest. That kind of baffles me. Yeah. I used to do it a lot on 5. I did on 6. I kind of what annoyed me about 6 was I bought the 60th anniversary. I had the Huayra and I fully tuned it. I did because it gave me like this million with it as well. So I spent all my shit on my Huayra or what I could. And for me to get a car to even get remotely close to 240, I had to tune the gearbox to do something stupid like 350 miles an hour, and I thought, well, this isn't fucking right. This weren't like this on Gran Turismo 5. Can't remember it being, and that kind of just put me off. That did, you know. Yeah, yeah, man, put me off quite a lot. I did. Yeah, there's a little staff that is. She gets excited when she knows the front door's being opened. She's quite she's a good guard dog as well, mind though. She'll bark at fresh air if it goes past the house too loud. She's crazy, she is. She's a lovely dog, man. She's super licky, she is. She fucking walk towards you and she licks so bad you can hear her tongue fucking slapping in and out. You can, like, you know. She just she just wants to lick. She just wants to lick everyone. She does. Yeah, Gran Turismo 5 though. I think it was a bunch of us that kind of spoilt Gran Turismo 5. Well, we didn't spoil it. We didn't, because the lobbies that we used to make would either be friend-only lobbies or they would actually be named, you know, glitched car lobbies. Um, yeah, I made a yeah. Oh, we used to I used to have an app on my laptop. I did. It was just called GT5 Editor. It was simple to use. You save whatever car you want to use onto your dongle. You just save your game data onto a memory stick, basically. Um, Plug it into the laptop, reload it up, and I ended up putting a Samba bus shell on top of an X2010 chassis. Um, one of and it, do you know what, dude? The wheels were just a little bit too long on the wheelbase, but they fitted under the arches. They did actually fit under it, but it would have helped if they were just a little bit closer together, and it would have been perfect. It would have, you know. But they poked out. They did, like they had little spacers on the wheels. They just were kind of looked like a Samba bus go kart kind of thing. And I put about 600,000 brake horsepower in it, and it took me hours to make a gear tune for it. I went all the way up to where I made a gearbox with 12 gears, right, dude, and that didn't even work. It was still too much acceleration in the gears. That was after even adding like the maximum good enough downforce you could put for what brake horsepower I had, and that was like 2,000 front and back. That was, which was quite a lot of downforce also. Uh, I made one. I ended up putting one gear on it. I did, so it had drive and reverse, and it was the best thing that I ever done on any vehicle. It was actually the best vehicle I ever made on the game, and I made quite a lot of them. I did. I used to get around Le Mans circuit. It did in 1 minute and 13 seconds. Used to fucking absolutely fly around there, dude. And he used to get a 999 down the street and couldn't really tell how fast he was going. Um, Supposed to have done around about 5,000 miles an hour because my mate took me onto Route X, and he basically timed my lap to the how fast I done a lap and how much distance I done over a period of time. And I don't know how the fuck he does that, because I have no idea how that stuff works. That's some Einstein shit to me, that is, dude. And he told me that my vehicle was doing about 5,000 miles an hour, which was kind of slow compared to the other guys. Well, it was kind of slow. It was kind of, well, the thing is, right, dude, it spun a little bit. It did, kind of like the X1 would, but then as soon as it got to like 90 or 100, it completely gripped. So you could just go and then go, and it do 0 to 999 in about 4 or 5 seconds. It would, and then it no, you know, the game mechanics didn't actually allow it to go past 999 miles an hour, so it was just into the unknown. And but it did go super fast down Le South Straight. It probably did about 4,000 miles an hour down there before I got to the end, which it was quite good, that was. But my friend, he put I have no idea how fast his used to go, but he had like only 28,000 brake horsepower in a, well, I say only, but compared to some of the vehicles that he made some ridiculous vehicles, you know. 28,000 brake horsepower in a Schwimmer wagon, I think it was, or a Kubel wagon, and he could used to take that around Route X, he could, in 18 seconds. Like, it was like the fastest fucking thing on the game. It was, dude. Like, I there was vehicles that he made on it with like 11 million brake horsepower in a Sylvia, yeah, like an S13 Sylvia. He kind of decided to go over the top, but that never worked. And once you started accelerating, it never slowed down. The brakes, nothing worked on it. Kind of over the top. I think that I think yeah, I think NASA would have enjoyed the blueprint though, to kind of see if they could put it vertical and let it go to the moon, because I think it would have had that capability easy. Turns out he just turned the PSI of the turbo up to 1,010. Nah, I don't think he done that. He used to play on the hex editor the way he did, so we used to go into the matrix mode of the game, and I couldn't use that shit. It was just a bunch of letters and numbers on a screen, and it didn't tell you what to change to make more better. You know, you just, once you figure out what you can change to make what, I was like, well, what do I change it to without corrupting all my game data? I loved that game. It was such a good. It was the fun we used to have on there. Even got to the point as well with our Gran Turismo 5 editor, we figured out how to put stage 4 and 5 parts into the game. Yeah, yeah. So we used to use up to a stage 5 engine. Never use a stage 5 turbo because it was just way too much. You'd have a lot, yeah, a lot of lag as well, and yeah, so stage 5 weight reduction, stage 5 engine, and then stage 4 turbo on any vehicle that used to go on. Like the Supra, we had the Supra up over 1,000 brake horsepower on that game, and it used to only be 725 on the GT5. So we had the Supra going as fast as the Bugatti. We did a Bugatti with fully staged 3 parts. That was funny. That was, and the Mercedes SL 500, that really old Mercedes. That was quite a fast one too. I love those. I love those. They look awesome. Shit. Yeah, it's around about 7. I think it's 454 grams to a pound. So £2 is just under 1 kilo. It's like 908 grams. Yeah, yeah. So it's probably lighter than, yeah. You probably like 680 kilograms maybe, dude. It's like, might as well be driving on just a chassis. Yeah. Holy shit. It's nice, so it's kind of like adequate amount of brake horsepower. It's not like some people weren't understanding the whole concept, and they were putting like 3,000 brake horsepower in a car to go around the track, and and that's not gonna work. They're awesome. Oh, go on. Oh, yeah. Um, there was also another car on there. It was like a touring car that done. I can the Alfa Romeo. They had an Alfa Romeo on it, a red one. It might have been, dude. Yeah, it used to scream to like 10,000 RPM. It did. Oh, I loved that. That was. People forget about cars like that, but things like the old Saab 9001, I think it is it the 9001? Um, you can get the old turbo versions of those, and like Audis nowadays, man. I've been watching videos of those like 5-cylinder Audis and the quattro engines. They're absolutely savage. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, yeah. I like it though. I love the Alfa Romeos. I do. They kind of like it's kind of like Italian precision engineering. That is to me. That's like that shit I do. My mate actually had a 155 Alfa Romeo before. He told me, he tried to tell me that there was a 1900 turbo, and I'm not sure that there was a turbo, even though it had turbo on the back. It looked like someone just put a sticker on it to me, but it absolutely, it sounded nice, and it went like shit off a shovel. Um, which is, I don't really mind that they weren't a turbo. I weren't really hearing if it was a turbo, then where's that spool noise, when, ah, I, it just wasn't. I was disappointed, I was. But they're actually really nice cars. I do love the sound of the Alfa. They got a really unique sound to their engine as well. No, I'm not really familiar with that one. I can't remember that. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Damn. Fucking. Yeah, the first car that we ever saw on GT5 is where we knew people were messing about. I was going down the street. I was in a Bugatti, and this Bugatti that me and my mates had a set up for, we were going down there at fucking like 287, dude. We were flying down there, down the street. We was in the Bugattis. You had a really good setup on them as well. And I can remember going down there one day, and we were like the king of La South Street. We was in these Bugattis. There weren't many other cars that could keep up with us. I was going down this one day, and all of a sudden I could see this little pink dot behind me, like, looked like a tongue. It did, you know. It was fucking bright pink. And all of a sudden it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I could see this tiny fucking pink Honda Civic EK come flying past me, right, dude? Fluorescent pink it was. I mean, the brightest pink you can ever imagine. And the tyres were just smoking, and it was doing like 320 miles an hour past me. It was, right? I was doing like 280, and I thought, what the fuck's this guy doing? And the Civic's just overtaking me now, doing. Obviously, this ain't right. And yeah, yeah. If you're doing a track build, you can't really afford to go a lot more than that unless you completely change the chassis to like F1 chassis style and stuff, you know, to get the downforce and to get the acceleration. Yeah, to be able to handle that power, you need something fucking super good. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely capable. I mean, like, providing now we're just like the Koenigsegg Jira RS, I'm pretty sure, you know, that should prove the point for everyone. They've got the ability now to make wheels to help cars go from like 0 to 286 in a 2 mile straight, you know. Can you imagine a vehicle, right, dude, that pulls 0.3 G at 220 miles an hour. That's enough to, like, still pull your guts into your spine. You know, wrap your guts around your spine, maybe around your kidneys and your liver a little bit. Get your liver wrapped around your rib cage. Be in all sorts of a mess, you will. That's why I like playing on the Crew 2. If you've never played that, dude, the Crew 2. I haven't played on it for. I recently reinstalled it, but I haven't played on it for a few days. They pissed me off because they kind of nerfed some of the races on there, the hypercar races, and I don't know what to do now to earn good money. I ain't doing that race that lasts for 40 minutes. That's bullshit. Yeah, I probably should start doing it. I just can't, like, that. The Trails car part when I used to do, when I used to get 100k plus all the, I used to rinse the shit out of that. My best time on it is like 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Not the fastest time ever. Thing is, though, I've never really had the best of luck on it. And I use the Koenigsegg as well. The Koenigsegg Agera is good, but I fully refuse to use traction control and ESP on cars, so. So you got the Bugatti Divo too? I would have thought the Bugatti Divo would have been better. Oh, right, you got a LaFerrari, dude. Is there anything I can do to help get my icon points up, or I just need to grind like fuck? Yeah, yeah. That's that's what I would like to have, but I think I'm like 270 something at the moment, or 280 maybe. I'm not sure. Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, I would like to just have that. They've got a Lamborghini on there. I'm not sure what it's called. It's a apartment bundle, and it makes me fucking sick. It does. Like, I don't know what it's called, but it kind of looks like if they built a Lamborghini in another dimension on another planet. Yeah, that's probably the one. Yeah, it looks like something that come out fucking Independence Day. It looks like one of them spaceships that come out of the mothership. Yeah, fucking the Klingon mobile. Yeah, it's no problem, dude. I usually do. I love myself quite a lot. Like, how many miles I've done on this game, though? Oh crap. I had to make do with this account, didn't I? So I had to restart all over again. I did. Yeah. I was gonna, I was gonna say in 1,000. Right. Ah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I call them the wrong uns. It does. It sounds about right. The thing is, I think if I had one of those drive-in setups where I was actually sat inside like a frame with a steering wheel and stuff, which I don't do unfortunately, um, I'd probably love it a lot more. I would probably stay on here a lot more as well. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm pulling out the Fiat 500, it doesn't mean I automatically want to do 200 in it. Can you stop supporting me? Like, I don't need the support of an F1. Just go in front and give me some fucking slipstream at least. I just had a message off my mate Nuclear. Right. I can make this car make awesome noises and do good drifts all at the same time. Oh, well, wait, fuck it up. If I could have this car in real life, I'd fucking love it so much. I'd want the inside to look a bit different though. Yeah, maybe not all that different. It's a different clock at least. And a bit brighter. It's just too dark. What was that? Yeah, mate. Yeah, yeah. Well, because you didn't want to let him score a goal. What? That's weird, but that is. Fucking inflamed and fucking to go get a repeat prescription, but fucking shit.
Oh my god, what was that all about? Right. Whoa. Wait, what a bit of damage on that of. Hmm. This where the people are. Oh my god.
Oh, I think I've done more than enough mileage. Gonna go and claim my free duplicate now, because that's all they ever are, is duplicates of the same thing I've already got.
Does my nut in a bit, that does, like.
What's that? You got a duplicate of one of those, you freak? No, I got fucking 10 duplicates of it, but. Oh, my god, man. It's beyond a joke.